Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming. This is wonderful. We had to move to a bigger room. So there are some Conservatives left. Because here we are, 5 days on, and what does it say behind me? It says PopCon. And I'm not sure we're either popular, and I don't think we were very Conservative. So it's slightly tricky. To have a conference under that name so soon. There's that great quip of Clement Attlee when he says to one of his ministers, a period of silence on your part would be welcome. And I have a feeling there may be people thinking that now, that a period of silence from us may be welcome. But it's not the right answer, because we need to look at where we are, how we've got here, and where we're going. But we need to be realistic as well. We are now in opposition. We have no power. Now, you saw this yesterday when there was that really important reshuffle of the shadow cabinet. And the problem is, it doesn't matter. And we have to get to grips with that. There's the story which you will know about after the 1997 election when a minister, former, who has lost his place, goes out, gets into the back of his car and is surprised that it doesn't move. We have to remember that we are in that position, that the car doesn't move, the chauffeurs have gone, the red boxes have gone, the power, the excitement, the charisma of power has been taken away from us. And we must not assume that we just come back automatically. There are all sorts of reasons why we will have suspicions of the socialists. But if interest rates come down a bit, economy picks up a bit, expectations are low, Wes Streeting is, I think, a very interesting figure. They build a few houses. After 1846, and again I'm going to exclude the great David Starkey from answering, when were we next back in majority power? 1874, 28 years, but don't worry, because in 28 years' time, I'll be about the same age as Joe Biden, and if the country calls upon me to serve, I should be only delighted to do so, and I'll probably still know my way around Somerset. So what we need at this stage, in my view, is humility, but not despair. Because there is a strength in conservatism, as you've been hearing from the earlier speakers. Dr. Starkey didn't quite quote Margaret Thatcher, but he almost did when she said, the facts of life are conservative. And that's something we should always remember. It's why ultimately the left moves to the center. And we then get tempted by that when we've lost elections, and it is a mistake. And even for our failings, even for the inability to deliver what we believed in, 7 million people still voted Conservative, and the broader Conservative family won 11 million votes. So that's not too bad. And yes, I include Reform as the broader Conservative family. And sometimes families have their differences. But we need to reunite that Tory family and recognise that conservatism is more popular than the Conservative and Unionist Party.